Welcome to homework.
This is the answer to Chapter 11, problem number 17 from the Smith Organic Chemistry textbook. And this problem asks us what acetylide ion and alkyl halide can be used to prepare each alkyne. And we're told to indicate all possibilities when more than one route will work. And so looking at A, we have a terminal alkyne here. And so there's really only one way that we can prepare this. And to think about this, we can think about cutting between the carbon that's participating in the triple bond and the next carbon. And so this could look like this, or this could be formed from this, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. So CH, CH2, and so our alkyl halide is going to be here. So let's put a chlorine there. And then our acetylide ion. So with negative charge there, and that's really the only possibility here to form this. Looking at B, B is an internal alkyne, and so we can actually cut at either of two locations. So we could cut there or we could cut there. And so this is going to give us two possibilities. And so if we were to make the cut on the left red squiggle that I drew, our components would look like this. So methyl chloride would be our alkyl halide, and then our acetylide ion would basically be the rest of the molecule. So CH2, 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 CH3. Or we have the other possibility, if we were to cut on the right red squiggle that I drew. Now our acetylide ion is going to be this one. So there's our acetylide ion, and then the rest of our molecule is going to be the alkyl halide. So let's put a chlorine there, and then CH2, 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 CH3. Okay, and so looking at C, C is almost a little bit of a trick question here. So C, you look at it and you think, okay, so we can do exactly what we did in B. We can cut here, which is true, or we can cut here. And that's actually not going to work. And the reason that the green squiggle doesn't work is because this would then be a tertiary alkyl halide. So tertiary alkyl halide would eliminate. So if we were to try this reaction, what we would actually get would be an elimination reaction instead, and we would not get our desired product. However, we can do the reaction the other way, which is to say we could cut along the red squiggle. And so that would give us this acetylide ion. So there's our acetylide ion. And then the rest of our molecule would be our alkyl halide. So CH2, CH3. So that works. And again, the green squiggle that I drew here would not work because that tertiary alkyl halide is too crowded to do this SN2 reaction. And so instead we would get elimination. So for C, there's only one possibility, even though it's an internal alkyne. And then A and B sort of follow the patterns that we would expect, where a terminal alkyne is going to have one possibility and the internal alkyne will have two. And that's the answer to Chapter 11. problem number 17.